The host for tonight, Denise Pridemore, is currently in hospital with hopes of going home tomorrow. I hope you enjoy this replay. This is the Houston 5 Paranormal Team episode of the Paranormal Pride.
You are listening to WBHM Digital Broadcasting, Birmingham, Alabama.
Paranormal Pride. We will visit only with the best investigators, location owners, demonologists, researchers, inventors, authors, mediums, psychics, and enthusiasts. Anyone with a love or interest in the paranormal, the supernatural, or the unexplained will be meeting here on Mondays at 8 p.m., 7 Central. Welcome to the Paranormal Pride. I'd like to welcome everyone to WBHM out of Birmingham, Alabama. Tonight, I've got a few announcements to make before I get started on the show. First thing is I want to extend my condolences to Shelley Robertson on the loss of her mom. I have prayers and hugs to you. I hope that I don't even know what I can't even say I hope anything. I hope that you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I lost my mom back in November, so I know how it feels. But my heart breaks for you. I want everyone also to say a prayer for Jerome Minks. He is a tour guide and all-around handyman at McPike Mansion in Alton, Illinois. He's on life support out there, and real good friend of mine and my husband's. We've known him since 2009. And he will probably be on the upcoming episode of Ghost Adventures that will be airing sometime soon about Alton, Illinois with Mineral Springs and McPike Mansion. And then we also want to say a prayer for Rhodey's mom. Rhodey was supposed to be on the show tonight. Rhodey's mom is recovering from surgery. And so Rhodey couldn't be here so that she could be a good daughter and be there for her mom. So we're thinking about you, Rhodey. And Michael Todd Phillips couldn't be here either. He's also part of the Houston 5. He had to go home for a family emergency, and he's home there. So we want to say prayers for him. So please, everyone, there's somebody out there that needs your prayers, and please make sure that you're saying them for them. They really need them. And I'm going to give you guys a little heads up on me. I'm having a biopsy tomorrow for something in my lungs. So I need your prayers. And I felt everyone that I've gotten this week just since last Tuesday. The show aired on Monday. Tuesday I woke up sick, and it's been going ever since. And been really fast, but hopefully tomorrow, next day, I should have responses to what in the world's going on. So after that, yay, all the prayers are done. But please, when the show is over, please say some extra prayers for everybody who needs them. So welcome to my guests. I have Katrina.
Hello.
She is, if you've listened to my show in the past, she's been on my show many times. She's a good friend of mine and my husband's. She's actually
always an honor.
Yes, she's come out here to Kansas to see us. And she helped out last year when we were volunteers in Atchison. And we're very good friends. So needless to say, we know way too much about each other. So there may be some things that we might say that people are going to go, what in the heck's going on here? And, and with her tonight, she's got their other team members, Valerie and Steph. And like I said, their other two teammates couldn't be there, but Rhodey is in the chat room. So Rhodey is here with us in spirit.
We know our Rhodey's in the chat room. We miss you. Yes, we do.
She doesn't have sound yet, but she's working on it. So she'll get that soon. So when I met Katrina, she and Rhodey were just friends, and Rhodey was part of another paranormal team, and Katrina was just kind of on her own, and then they got together. And then earlier this year, you guys decided to create your very own paranormal team. Is that correct?
It's similar to that. Rhodey was part of, I became a member of this particular team, and things just broke off. And we developed an extreme friendship, Rhodey and I. What's best in a non-believer be turned. And so I wanted a skeptic to be there, to pursue the scientific part of it. I didn't want a yes ma'am. I wanted someone that was going to dig deep to get no other explanation. And along with that, Valerie and Rhodey had been friends a year before I even met them. And can I talk about how you got your name?
Sure.
We were doing an investigation at a unknown, we might as well not say the place that it was, but I walked by Valerie and just got the smell of Fruit Loops. And apparently Rhodey and Valerie were on a trip, a paranormal trip, and got to know each other very well. And that's what Rhodey called her as a nickname, and just spiritually, they just told me by smell. So we've been very good friends since then, not to mention forever friends. And then I met Stephanie last year in Atlanta, Georgia, when we were doing a unknown show. We were going to do a paranormal show together, and learned right off the bat that I've learned, I know I have nothing I'm no big person or anything, but I do know that no matter who comes to you, I need to interview them too. So, because I don't want to be part of fakery or deceit. And that's what this particular producer was going. So thank goodness I was able to bail. But that's why you didn't see our show. But so we got together, and Michael Todd, I met him through ITC, and traveling as I do, met him, and he's just a EVP magnet. He's got this beautiful soul, and we just clicked. And what better way than we're out and we're like, hey, we kind of a group already. So that's how it began. That's how Houston 5 Paranormal started.
Perfect. Well,
sorry about the long version.
That's okay. Katrina has a way of drawing people to her in an unusual but a usual way for her. So this is just how she is. When Ron met her, it was all something set up between me and Katrina, and I had told her that if you go to Atchison, you drive from Texas to Atchison, I will be there. No matter what, I will make sure that I meet you. And Ron just happened to be working up there that day. So that was the big thing, was how am I going to get up there? I mean, I can drive myself. That's not a big deal. But why drive 2 cars? So Ron had to go up there to work, and he was planning on just going in, saying hi, and going on his merry way and leaving me and Katrina to be. That's not how it happened.
Yeah. It turned into 3 hours. We had a delicious
It ended up into a lot of different things, is what it ended up.
We had a great time.
Yes, we did. And it turned into a friendship that Ron at that time didn't count on. He just counted on just some weird person Denise met on Facebook, but he didn't know. And all the weird people that Denise has met on Facebook that we've met personally, that's including Kat Hobson, including Rhodey, including you, have been the most wonderful people that we know. And half the people the people in the chat room, Carl, Dara we met personally, then on Facebook. But Carl, let's see, who else? Well, David's wonderful, but we haven't met him in person yet. Tom, that's out there, we met him and fell in love with him. And so all of these people are all friends that we've met through different things that we were meant to meet. And that's what it was, Katrina. We were meant to meet you.
Yes.
And it was meant to be. So
Para-unity.
Well, whether it's para-unity or just the way that we are meant to be is all that matters. So
it does.
We get along and we don't even have to talk.
Yeah.
So so Steph, you're going through a lot of things right now as well. Is the paranormal helping you through some of the things that you're going through now, or is it being a hindrance?
It's actually helping me a lot. I mean, it's comforting. I mean, it's comforting what I've learned. And it's given me a lot of strength. And besides the family that I made in Houston by Paranormal, they're an abundance of strength to me right now. An incredible amount.
Oh, we love you.
We love you too. I love you too.
So, that's what makes the difference.
Yeah, definitely. It does. It does. So, I haven't had time to be scared or pity myself. Okay, well, I've done a little bit of pity. But
you're allowed.
She's had an amazing attitude.
Yes.
Well, I know right now I don't know what's going on with me, but when I'm alone, when I'm alone, it's the worst.
Exactly.
If I'm driving the car or going someplace and I hear a song or I think of something and I just start bawling, and there's nothing that you can do to stop it. So I
hear you. I spent about 3 or 4 days last week doing that, so I know what you mean.
So that's just how it goes. So
that's human emotion.
Right. It is. But you know what? Retail therapy helps a lot.
Well,
that's our friend.
It is our friend.
For you.
Right. Not for
Stephanie,
me right now.
She does that. Yeah, I can't do that.
Me either.
Yeah. So
I shouldn't do that.
Well,
it's been going good. I start radiation next week, so it's about 6.5 weeks, and we'll see. Hopefully that'll be it, but we don't know. We don't know yet.
Well, you know what? You will be in our prayers, and
thank you.
You know what? If you're investigating during that time, if somebody will take pictures to see if she glows in the dark, that would be handy.
There you go.
Oh my goodness! I told her she's not allowed to come until later. We don't want her getting sick, so we don't have her coming to some of the events that we're hosting.
I just banned.
Yeah, she can only Skype.
I know.
Yes.
Well,
for her health.
Right, because she could be more open to susceptible to disease and stuff. So, you don't want her to be there. Valerie, when you got involved with this team, what was your goal about getting involved?
Mainly, the goal is just a friendship. We all already have a fellowship and a friendship amongst us, and I have a passion for ghost hunting, and so do they. So it just worked out perfectly.
That I am really, you know what? I got this feeling like you guys are like a spider web, very tight knit.
We are that for sure.
That is true. That is exactly a perfect assumption.
Like I said, I can see it. I can see you guys all getting along out there, and the other thing was
kicking each other's asses too.
Yeah,
that's what.
Just like a band.
We do get in there. We have that going on too, but you get it over with, and that's what makes it a closer family.
Right, and like I said, one of the things that a lot of people don't know is that I introduced Kat and Brody to some friends of mine in Chicago to make sure that they got a great bucket